Hey, welcome back. So today we're diving into a full comparison between two really impressive robot vacuum mop combos that have been making waves. The Mova V50 Ultra Complete and the Dreame X50 Ultra. Both of these promise powerful suction, smart navigation, automated mop maintenance, and that set it and forget it convenience we all want. But here's the thing. They actually take pretty different approaches to some key challenges like obstacle handling, mop cleaning, and how much automation you're really looking for. I've spent hands-on time with both and gone through the detailed reviews, so in this video, I'm going to walk you through the practical differences and help you figure out which one makes sense for your home. Quick overview before we get into the details. The Mova V50 is all about big suction numbers. We're talking 24,000 Pascal. Plus an aggressive anti-tangle system and hot water mopping, all packed into a surprisingly compact base station that can hold a massive 3.2-liter dust bag. It's basically built like a workhorse. The Dreame X50, on the other hand, trades a bit of that raw suction power on paper for some really clever mechanical innovations. You get a retractable VersaLift LiDAR system. This legs or Pro Leap step climbing feature, and a super feature-packed base station with some advanced mop care functions. Both are definitely premium options, but one leans more toward brute force, that's the Mova, while the other is all about mechanical cleverness, the Dreame. Now, both robots have the same basic footprint, around 350 by 350 millimeters, and they share that sleek, low-profile, round, modern look. But their base stations? Totally different stories there. Mova's V50 base is compact and really practical focused. You get that big dust bag capacity, straightforward docking, and the whole system runs pretty quietly. On top of that, there's an entire box worth $250 of consumables. And it's true that when you have to replace all the consumables, it can start getting expensive. With all this, you're set for quite a while. Dreame's docking station is noticeably taller and heavier because it's housing way more moving systems, a large accessory set, and all the mechanisms needed to lift the robot and process those mops in multiple advanced ways. So if you're trying to minimize the visual footprint in your living room, the V50 wins that battle. But if you want that wow factor and the footprint doesn't bother you, Dreame's base definitely looks more futuristic. Let's talk suction. On paper, Mova claims 24,000 pascals of peak suction. That's higher than a lot of flagship models out there, and you really notice it when you're dealing with embedded pet hair and coarse debris stuck in carpets and crevices. Its Turbo Wave/Duo Brush system, combined with the anti-tangle design and even a mini brush roll cleaning feature on the wheels, is clearly aimed at homes with long-haired pets. Fewer clogs, less maintenance overall. Dreame's X50 typically comes in around 20,000 pascals and pairs that with a Hyperstream detangling duo brush system. From independent testing, both handle large debris really well. Mova tends to feel a bit more aggressive on hard floors because of that higher stated suction, while Dreame's dual rotating brush architecture does an excellent job of agitating carpet fibers and pushing debris toward the intake. So if your top priority is raw suction power and serious hair handling on autopilot, Mova has the edge. But if you want balanced carpet agitation without overly aggressive passes, Dreame performs beautifully. Navigation is really where you see their different philosophies come through. Dreame combines cameras, structured 3D sensing, and this retractable VersaLift LiDAR puck that actually retracts to reduce the overall height and extends when it needs to map. Plus, it has the Pro Leap mechanical lifting/leg system that lets it climb over thresholds and small steps. Dreame's marketing and demos show it handling heights up to about 40 to 60 millimeters. That mechanical mobility means Dreame can access spaces other robots just can't reach, and it can retract the sensor for storage or running under low furniture. Mova uses DTOF LiDAR and AI object detection with excellent cable and sock avoidance. In real tests, it's genuinely very good at not grabbing cords or getting tangled. It also includes a liftable LDS module, along with its own retractable leg system that raises the robot to clear higher thresholds and awkward transitions. So while Mova takes a more streamlined approach overall, it still offers enhanced mobility when needed. So, in short, Dreame equals more moving parts and more of that can go where others can't capability, while Mova equals robust, intelligent avoidance with fewer mechanical complexities. Both brands treat the mop as way more than just an add-on accessory. They've built complete washing ecosystems around them. Dreame's Ultra Complete Station is basically an 8-in-1 hub. Hot water wash, hot air dry, UV sterilization, auto refill, and mop management with active cleaning cycles. The system is engineered to keep those mop pads hygienic and ready for the next cleaning session, and it's especially good if you want truly low maintenance. Mova's V50 also offers hot water washing, up to around 75 to 80 degrees Celsius according to their marketing, along with mop drying and automatic mop docking, all designed to keep the pads clean and ready with minimal effort. The difference is subtle here. Mova's approach favors quiet, efficient cleaning with these smart detergent compartments labeled A and B, plus anti-scale features. Dreame packs in more automated stages and those heavy-duty thermal/UV cycles. Both absolutely get the job done. Dreame's system might be a bit more theatrical and thorough, while Mova's is more efficient and quieter in operation. In real-world use, I'll be honest, neither robot is going to magically remove heavy stains in a single pass. That's just consistent across this whole category of robots. But from practical testing, Mova's mop heads are thicker, and the system applies meaningful downward pressure with intelligent motion patterns, which really helps with sticky kitchen spills. Dreame's rotating mops and high RPM operation are excellent for general dirt and particularly good for edge cleaning, thanks to its extending side brush. For greasy, stubborn residue, Mova's hot water, combined with that higher contact pressure, tends to feel more effective per pass. Dreame compensates by cleaning the pads rapidly and frequently, so it's not smearing dirt around as much over time. With either machine, expect to make 2 passes for truly stubborn messes. If edge and corner cleaning is a big deal for you, Dreame's extendable sidearm and dual rotating mop pads help it reach corners better in most layouts. Mova also uses dual rotating mop pads that spin at around 260 RPM, which is perfectly fine for daily cleaning tasks, along with an extendable side brush for tight corners, and multiple anti-tangle design elements built into both the main brush and the wheels. For households dealing with long hair or heavy shedding pets, Mova's combination of stronger suction and anti-tangle engineering really does reduce how often you need to manually clean the brushes. Dreame's detangling brush design is also strong, but depending on your hair volume situation, you might still need to do periodic maintenance. Both apps are feature-rich. You get room mapping, multi-floor mapping, granular water and suction control, scheduled routines, voice assistant integration, and live camera feeds. Dreame exposes a ton of advanced toggles for users who really love to fine-tune every parameter. It's very much for the tinkerer mindset. Mova's app leans simpler and more straightforward while still giving you the essentials and those useful A and B cleaning solution controls, which is great for less technical users or families that just want one-button convenience. Mova also highlights this vocal assistant feature that can call the robot to your specific location and clean a spot right where you're standing, which is a pretty handy demo feature. Usability is definitely subjective here. If you're a tech lover, Dreame's your pick. If you're a set-it-and-forget-it household, Mova's going to feel better. Here's something to consider. More moving parts usually mean more things that can potentially fail down the line. Dreame's clever mechanical systems, the VersaLift puck, ProLeap legs, and that complex base station are genuinely brilliant innovations, but they do add mechanical complexity and potential service points over the years. Mova's design philosophy stays relatively streamlined. It includes helpful mobility features like a liftable LDS, retractable legs, and dual rotating mop pads, but it avoids the heavier, multi-stage mechanical complexity you see in Dreame's system. If you're cool with a gadget that might need occasional high-level servicing for those extra mechanics, Dreame is totally acceptable. But if you want simpler, potentially longer-lasting hardware with easier maintenance overall, Mova's probably the safer bet. Both brands support replaceable consumables and have large dust bag capacities for less frequent emptying, which is definitely a plus for busy households. Both robots deliver premium performance, but they approach the problem in very different ways. Dreame leans heavily into advanced mechanics. The retractable LiDAR, the ProLeap climbing legs, and the feature-packed base station all give it impressive versatility, especially in homes with lots of thresholds or tricky layouts. Mova, on the other hand, focuses on a more streamlined, practical design. You still get a liftable LDS, retractable legs, strong suction, dual rotating mops, and a generous accessory set. But if you have pets, want that raw suction power, prefer simpler controls, and you're looking for a model that focuses on reliable, repeatable cleaning with a lower long-term hassle factor, the Mova V50 Ultra Complete is the more pragmatic choice. Both are premium purchases, and honestly, neither is a bad choice. It really comes down to the trade-offs between complexity and brute utility. If I had to pick one for my own house today, I'd go with the Mova V50 for daily life with pets and busy family routines. That higher suction, the anti-tangle systems, and the simpler user experience just fit my priorities better. But if I had a weird home layout with lots of raised thresholds, or I wanted the absolute coolest robot tech on the block and didn't mind the extra complexity, I'd pick the Dreame X50. Both are excellent machines. You're going to get spotless floors either way, so just pick the one that matches your house setup and your maintenance style. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to check the links below for the latest prices, and let me know which robot vacuum you're leaning toward. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.